welcome back to some Nancy Drew Legend of the Crystal Skull. We had basically found out last episode that, oh god, is his name Bruno? What's his name? I have no task list, so I can't. I have a case file though.
Shit, what is his name?
Bruno! I was right! It's Bruno.
Okay, good.
I thought so. Because I remember my head kept being like, we don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, yeah.
I already know that we gotta go. It says time to bully Bess, so I know we gotta call Bess.
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember we, found him out, crying outside the mausoleum, and we were like, okay.
And I can't tell if he's crying because his parents are buried there or because Bruno's buried there.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
That's funny.
What?
That's what I was going to ask you.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Oh.
Great phone call, guys.
Okay, maybe... Okay. Maybe I gotta go. Let's get... I think we got the gumbo.
A bowl of gumbo, please.
Knock yourself out.
Nom 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 nom.
Knock yourself out.
Knock yourself out. Okay. All right. Maybe I guess I go to Zeke's now. I don't know.
Let me pull up the fucking walkthrough again. I now have more things in front of my second screen, so it's even harder to read.
Like, do you want me to take notice of this? That she has the hiccup thing, or what do you want me to ask?
Sneeze.
Oh, there's a lot.
What's going on?
In all your journeys through the wonderful world of junk, have you ever come across one of those legendary crystal skulls? Oh, I see, okay. That gumbo stand outside, what do you think? Is it pretty authentic?
That gumbo stand outside? What do you think? Is it pretty authentic?
Outstanding. Just watch the hot sauce. Whatever's in it gives my stomach instant fits.
Do I have to feed this poor man gumbo with hot sauce?
I didn't need to know that. I thought we're supposed to be doing something else, but...
I don't know yet. Well, here we go.
In all your journeys through the wonderful world of junk, have you ever come across one of those legendary crystal skulls?
What makes you ask that?
Don't sound so suspicious, brah. You have so many oddities in here, I was just wondering.
Sorry.
You have so many other oddities in here, I was just wondering.
No.
Where
I
do we
know
get the phone
legend,
number
of
for
course,
that guy?
And I sure wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those babies. I mean, I could sell it for a fortune. But no such luck. Funny. I've been thinking about those skulls lately. A lot.
Really?
Why?
Hey, maybe we got some kind of psychic thing going here. Quick, think of a number between 1 and 10 and I'll try to guess it. You thinking of a number? Okay, 4.
9.
Darn. Guess it was just a coincidence.
Guess so.
I'm about to go feed this man some fucking spicy hot gumbo.
I don't know that we need...
Take your time.
There's a fucking number we were supposed to call as Nancy that I don't think we have.
Oh. No, we talked to Professor Hopkins.
We need to talk to Dr. Buford.
No.
So see her phone number on the title page.
I'll call Nancy, we'll go back, hold on.
To Henry.
Hello?
What's up?
Not much.
What about
Okay,
you?
so
Ditto.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
we should talk to Henry.
I know that we had to talk to Henry because we'd never talked to him about crying at the mausoleum.
Well, we gotta learn how Bruno died.
Oh,
And
well,
then
there you
talk
go.
to Renee. And talk to Renee as well.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna see if I can't find where the fuck we find Dr. Buford's number. Because we have to call his answering machine to find out that he's at the gumbo thing and then go talk to him as best.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know where we get his number.
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old.
He just
Here,
dropped
check it
dead?
out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician, Dr. Gilbert.
Oh, here you go, got the number.
553-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told.
Oh.
Met him.
Oh, his best friend, you say?
That's one
Huh.
of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
I will
Anything
take
else?
it. Can I take the glass eye?
I'll let you get
Might have-
back to work.
Might have to
Um,
distract him and take it at some point.
Just tell him that his parents are dead. I mean,
Wow. You don't have no parents.
oh god. The dark
Hello
humor in me.
again.
Oh my god, hi. Jesus, we got so much to ask you. Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may refer to it as the Whisperer. Were you in the house when Dr. Bolet passed away? I'm gonna kind of keep the crystal skull to myself for a moment.
Were you in the house when Dr. Bolet passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bolet lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford.
Just randomly?
He took one look at Dr. Bolet and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Bolet, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest. But it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Bolet was gone.
I'm just like, okay. Now I'm like 100% suspicious of the doctor.
Yeah.
The guy just drops dead and you're magically there?
Yes. Don't you understand?
No, I don't. I'm suspicious.
Well,
What was he doing by the
shut
front
up.
door?
You don't know
I
fucking
assumed he
shit.
saw Gilbert coming and was going to open the door for him. Not that there was any need. As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
As a drug lord, I would assume that you would be suspicious.
It's kind of part of the business.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
I understand that Dr. Bolet had some interesting pets, like an iguana.
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Okay.
Sounds very irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how he went about training them?
I surely do not. Don't get me wrong. I liked Dr. Bolet, I truly did. But I swear, sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
That's a great line.
Yeah, what the fuck? You couldn't be more fucking New Orleans if you tried.
That almost makes no sense, as if like I went into the bayou and got eaten by gators.
Nice talking to you.
Fare thee well.
Fare thee well. Okay.
that
I will
not
call
work?
I'll call him. No, it worked. It was fine.
Oh, no. Sorry, I was just talking about some of my own shit.
Oh.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter.
I
If you
can't
really
give
need
you
to
his
talk
phone
to him,
number,
you
but I can
probably
tell you
find
where
him
he
there.
is.
Do you know the address?
I could tell you where
At
you
the
can
corner
stalk
of
him.
Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
Nancy!
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
Nancy, you're supposed to be a detective. Hold it together.
You suck.
All right, you sit in the rain and think about what you did. And call Bess. Bully Bess again.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready.
Interesting stuff.
But the reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cooking, which should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bellay's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well,
Great, I'm gonna be chatting
Yes,
with Jack
Bess!
forever.
oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay,
I'm sure Jack the Ripper looked harmless too.
Let me know what happens.
Cheerio.
Jesus.
I just need you to go talk to a potential murderer. What?
It's fine. You'll be fine.
Just go talk to him. Just say, how's it going? Heard you might kill people. What's going on?
What's up with that?
He's literally the, like, prime suspect right now. Like,
Why, hello, young lady. How
Oh, God.
kind of you to grace an old man with your love.
Oh, no, he's one of those.
No zone. No
No.
zone.
No, stranger danger. Stranger danger. We're gonna be subtle.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'm looking for Dr. Gilbert Buford.
Well, it's a pleasure to report that I am he.
You're weird. I don't like it.
I know. Do you mind if I join you? Your answering service says I'd probably find you here.
Probably not a good idea to say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this
Do
one.
you mind if I join you?
Of course not. A little lively discourse would brighten this gloomy evening considerably. This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Belay, if that's okay.
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
The power of horny compels you. The power of horny compels you. Yeah. I too also am partial to the.
I would be like messaging Nancy, be like, "Fuck no, you figure this out without me."
I figure I just call her back and be like, "Nope,
No,
I'm gonna go to.
It's not happening.
I'm gonna go to bed early. I'll see you at the hotel later. Bye."
Guess you're not solving this one, Nancy. Bye bye.
Sorry.
Is it true that he was your best friend? Is there any doubt in your mind as to how he died? Well, let's just start with the first one.
Is it true that
Yeah.
Dr. Belay was your best friend?
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine.
Oh.
Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself.
Oh my God! Stop it! Stop
Source
it!
of pleasure for me. Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
I would have been okay with one comment about a lovely woman such as yourself. I can take
It
that.
just keeps going.
Look, I've had that. I've had so many weird men hit on me, old men hit on me at work.
Yeah, they do that.
I had this one guy. So I was working at a little retail store in my old hick town. And there was it's a lot of elderly people and a lot of on drugs people. And there's this one guy who comes in, and he'd always like say stuff like, "I'm sorry, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Of course, ma'am." Like he'd always end everything with "ma'am," which is fine. I didn't really mind it. But he came to the cash, and I was cashing him out, and he starts asking me, he starts telling me the story of like, "Oh, you know, I'm blind, but I can still see how beautiful you are." And I'm like, "Thank you."
Yeah, does that work on all the girls?
And then he's like, "Oh, so are you seeing anyone?" And I was like, "Oh, God. Yes, I'm."
Certainly not you random guy twice my age.
As if not triple my age.
Oh
And
my
I was
God.
like, "Yes, I am engaged." And he was like, "Oh," and I like kind of like very prominently showed my engagement ring. And he's like, "Oh, you're engaged. I see. I see. Well, you know, I could take care of you better than he could. Like, I'm just letting you know that like anything your heart desires, you could have."
I'm so sure.
And I was like,
I'm so sure.
"Okay, thank you. Your total is $14.97."
Oh my
And then
God.
he'd be like, he kept going. Like he just kept going. He kept being like, "You know, I want you to like really consider it. Like I'm."
No.
And I'm like, "No," like he would not stop going on, so much so that my manager was like, yeah, do you mind like checking the walls over here, like to the left? Can you like you know, fix them up?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I have to go down. Stop by." And so then I like went and I like ran, and then he left, and my manager looks at me and she's like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Every time he saw me, because he was a regular, every time he saw me, I was like, "Nah." And there was another regular. Now, this guy wasn't like 3 times my age. I think, if anything, he was probably like mid 30s, maybe early 40s. So it's not like too bad. Like, I mean,
Not horrendous.
I was only like I was what, 27 at the time. So like it was only like last year that this stuff was happening. But this guy, oh, this guy was creepy. So I helped him once, and he was actually looking for Pokemon cards. Now, fun fact about Kara and Fia, I really like Pokemon cards.
Mhm.
I like collecting. I have been collecting since I was a kid. So I was, you know, excited. And I was like, "Oh, we do have some Pokemon cards, but I'm gonna let you know right now that we don't really have the sets. We have like weird mystery packs. However, if you are looking for sets, I did see at the Avondale on this street that, you know, they actually sell some Pokemon sets. So, you know, if you want to go take a look, I would suggest going there, because they actually have a pretty nice selection considering it's just in Avondale and like a small hick town." And he was like, "Oh, well, okay, okay." And I was like, "Or if you don't mind like driving or whatever, you can go to, you know, this city, and this is the store that I use. Highly recommend it. I love everything that they have. They always have everything new. So if that's what you're looking for, I would recommend that." And he's like, "Okay, thank you so much." And I was like, "Yeah, no worries, of course." And then he started getting weird.
Yeah, as they do.
And so this wasn't the first time. So the first time he was fine. I was fine with it and didn't really think anything of it. And then the second time he came in, because he was also a regular, he came in, he started following me around the store, telling me stories about his family, his love life. And I'm like, "Not again." Like, this is not the first time this has happened to me. It happened to me, I'll go into that story another time, but it happened to me again with I used to work at like a big store, a big store, like big corporation store. Think Blue. And I had an employee there. This was when I was really young. So I was like 18, 19, maybe max 20 at the time. And this like 37, 40-year-old man was stalking me, and he was one of the employees there as well. So it was even more uncomfortable, because it wasn't just a customer, it was a coworker. And it was really bad. But this guy started like following me around, and I was like, "Oh my God, fuck off." I was like, good God. And I remember the guy's name from this big corporation. So I started jokingly calling him that because I didn't know his name. So I was jokingly calling him the same name. So let's say for like, you know, safety purposes, the guy's name was Bob.
Bob.
I would jokingly call him Bob to everybody. I'd be like, "Oh fuck, Bob's here," because like I've just had it happen so many times. And so I would be like running around, and like he would find me so much so that so I made lots of friends at this place, and the one lady is like the sweetest lady ever. She was like this older woman, and she was one of my, but me and her got along so well, and she would start interjecting and being like, yeah, so I need you to come over here. And I was like, yeah, thank you. And she's like, I saved you. I was like, thank you. Because it just kept happening on and like time and time again. Like he would like go up and down the aisles trying to find me. And like it's so much so that the manager started noticing it. And she was like, nah. It was really uncomfortable. Luckily, I will say that he just randomly stopped showing. From my understanding, he moved towns. Because it is a small town, people like knew that. I didn't. Because I was like newish to the town. But they knew that he had like left, and I was like, thank God. Like, he scared me. It terrified me. Because I was like,
I've ever been like stalked online. Not well, and I wouldn't even say fully. Just into weird.
Yeah, I think you told me this one.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go into it. I know I've talked about it.
No, I know you talked about it on stream too, but it is like it's fucking uncomfortable. It doesn't matter if it's online or physical.
Totally.
It's uncomfortable, and it's just not okay. Like I understand if you have an interest in a girl, then shoot your shot, dude. Shoot your shot. Ask her out. If she says no, leave her alone. Don't be creepy about it. Just ask her out. Hey, you know, I find you really interesting. Was wondering if maybe we can grab coffee sometime. Hey, thank you so much, but I'm taken or I'm flattered, but no, thank you. Okay, cool. Thanks so much. All right, great. End of conversation. But I would much rather him have asked me out than stalking me. Because it was months. Like, I mean, he was coming in every other day. Thea, I am not joking. Like, this man was stalking me. And, like, if I saw him outside where I was, like, you know, going or whatever to get to where, I would purposely, like, take the longer way to my car so that he didn't know where I was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, well, because, yeah, you don't want them to, like, follow you to your car or, like,
follow you home.
Your car.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a guy like that at one of my previous jobs that like he wasn't quite that bad, but he would ask out every single girl that like started working there.
Oh my God.
And got really bitter when I started like dating my boyfriend, who was another guy who worked there.
Yep.
But I was always terrified he was going to follow my car.
No, it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. And like the thing is, it's not just for women too. Like it's for men.
No, that's the thing. And I'm totally not like, oh, don't trust men. All men, like
no,
yada, yada, yada.
I know.
No, because that's totally not it.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm not scared of men. I'd be scared of a girl, too, if she behaved that way to me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just like some people don't understand. Like, and I understand that the social cues could be like mental stuff, whatever. Like, I get it. But like, also, like, it's not okay. If you like a girl, if you like a guy, shoot your shot. Don't stalk them.
Politely.
Don't stalk them. Yeah, politely. Don't fucking like grab them and like throw them in the corner and be like, date me.
Oh my God.
Literally just be like, hey, I find you interesting. Was wondering if I could grab a coffee with you. If she or he says no, drop it. You shot your shot. Leave it alone. That's it. Like it's not more, you know what I mean? Like it's really not that difficult. And I will never understand to the nth degree, like why you would stalk a girl at her workplace.
Yeah.
It was weird. And it was worse when it was the employee, when it was my coworker, Bob. It was really bad. So this guy brought up a lot of those things because like they do stuff like that. They're like subtle. They like say like they throw in like little compliments or they'll ask for your help, and I'm like, oh,
Now-
can you help me,
and
lovely lady? No, I can
No.
fucking throat punch you though. Would you like that one?
Oh my god, throat punch. Like, it was like the one guy at one of my previous jobs that like I was cashing my. He wasn't a regular or anything, but the like this is such a stereotype. Don't fucking tell me to smile.
Oh, I hate that.
will rip your goddamn throat out.
What?
Discard. No, like I'll like I will rip your goddamn throat out. Do not do that. Do not say that to me. Or like the one I still never understand what this guy's game was. I like at one of my previous jobs, I worked there by myself, was there during the day, just big mall, whatever. We had toys and board games. Guy comes in with his fucking son who's probably like 12, 13.
Right.
And we had one of the games that was called like What the Fuck, but the U was censored with a little asterisk.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
And this, and he's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, what does this say?" And I was like, "You can read that." And he's like trying to push me to cuss.
That's so weird.
And I'm like, "What is that?" And then he got like annoyed when I wouldn't do it. And I'm like, "You're here with your kid. Like, I don't feel like cussing at work because you're fucking with me." And then there was just the other time that some guy who wasn't a customer, I never saw him before. I was closing the till and I could see him outside because it was all just a glass front. It was just a big outdoor mall kind of thing. Like the stores were inside.
Oh, yeah. I know which one you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude was just hovering out there and kept looking in the window. And I usually would go out the glass door. I went out the back door that night. I was like, nope. And I think that was during the time when I didn't have my license, so I had to wait outside for someone to come pick me up.
Oh, God.
I'm like, so the last thing I need is someone to follow me.
Yeah, no. I would always, like, walk because when I was a manager at, actually, hilariously, the same mall you're talking about, when I was a manager there, I had a lot, like, so I have a lot of, like, high school kids, because, like, it's retail, right? So high school kids are always going to be like the main people, like probably working at those places,
especially. Yeah.
But the other managers were like, I don't want to work with the high school students, so they would just like throw them onto like my days and my nights. So I would always have every single high school student, and it was really funny because they were like, oh, they don't work in what? Every single time I close, those guys, they loved it. They would always love working with me. I loved working with them. And I was like, let's prove them wrong. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, let's go, man, Patty. And so then I'd always get them to do shit. And they would like kick ass. And it was great. And like the high school students loved me and I loved them. And I was like, you guys are great. I'm like, you don't need to like prove yourself to anybody. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, and then they would always ask me for advice too. They'd be like, how do I like start with a credit card? And I was like, okay, so here's what you're going to need to know. And so then I would like give them advice and stuff. They would always ask me for advice. They loved it. And I loved working with them. But I would always walk them to their cars.
Yeah.
They're high school students. I didn't want them to know the world like I knew it. I was like, please just get home safe. So like if it was just like me and like one other person, I would always make sure that they were safe before driving off.
Yeah.
Just because you never know. You never know. And I was like, you know what? Like at your age, I had a guy stalking me at work. So I'm going to make sure that you're safe. And I don't really know that any of them like noticed it, but like I was purposely like the last to drive out. I did not like knowing that they were still in that parking lot.
No, I totally get that. Oh my God. Just real quick. I'd like, speaking of like, making sure kids are safe. I was making dinner last night and there's a fucking knock on my front door and I thought it was my boyfriend because he was outside and I open it up and there's some fucking door to door and I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my God, no. You opened it up to like a Jehovah's Witness?
No, he was a quote unquote with UNICEF. Whether or not he really was, I don't know, because half of these are bullshit. Half of these are people throwing on a vest and
UNICEF?
Yeah. So apparently UNICEF's knocking on my door at 7:30 p.m. on a Thursday night.
Oh, okay, sure. Why?
And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to make dinner. And he's like, oh, well, I won't take up too much of your time. He's just going and going and going and talking and talking and talking about like, oh, these kids that are going missing and being trafficked. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. And he's like, oh, so if you can just get like, at some point I'm sitting there thinking, just get to the fucking sales pitch so I can tell you to fuck off.
Yeah. No, I would have just said no already, and I would have just shut the door in his face.
Oh, I'm so not good at that kind of shit. You know this.
I know, you need to be more confident. I would have been like, fuck off. Shut the door in his face.
I wish my boyfriend, didn't wait until after I closed the door to come in, because I would have been like, out.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, I'm talking to this guy and whatever, and he's talking to me, and he's like, oh, and it's just $1 a day. And I looked at it, and I'm like, things are really tight. We're kind of paycheck to paycheck right now. And he's like, really? You can't spare anything? Like, getting really pressury.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no.
They do that.
And they look at you.
Yeah.
Like, with scorn. And I'm like, I don't give a shit if you're really UNICEF or not. I'm like, I'm not giving you shit at my door. Like, I hate that profession. I don't necessarily hate the people who do. I hate that fucking profession. Don't show up on my doorstep and pressure me to give you money. Like,
no, it's weird.
We get them a lot in my neighborhood. I had another one where I was like, I don't have anything on hand. And she's like, oh, we actually don't take cash anymore. And I'm like, oh. They find a way around every excuse.
Mm-hmm. They're trained to.
I know, and I hate it.
I hate it too. I would have just been like, fuck off. I literally would have been like, I would have opened the door. It would have been somebody I wasn't expecting, and I'd been like, have a nice day. And I would have shut the door.
I should have just shut the door and turned the porch light off.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I don't even think it was on. Now that I think about it.
No, they'll just do it anyways. They don't care. I did it. Yeah, I did it for my uncle one time. Somebody like opened the door, and I think it was like one of those like, it was like a Bible thumper or like a Jehovah's Witness or whatever. Which again, like, I don't care. Like, I understand what you're doing, but like,
get off my doorstep.
And I saw that was happening. I can't remember if it was like my cousin who opened it or something, but I just remember being like, no, thank you. And I would just slam the door.
Yeah, I need to start to, because like I said, we have so many of them in the neighborhood. And the problem is that my door is like a glass, like part of it's a glass window.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have a fucking peephole. Mm-hmm. So if I want to go through and look, they just can fully see me, especially if it's dark out and it's light inside.
Mm-hmm.
I am fully visible. Because there's no peephole. Just glass.
I would have just been like, fuck off.
I'll just ignore you. You can knock. I'll be right there in the kitchen because the stove is right in front of like the door. It's like you can see me. I'll wave.
Yeah.
I will not open the door.
I will not open the door. I literally would have been like, fuck off. Fuck right off. Especially... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, when I was living with my parents, we had a door-to-door. And they were up on the front porch, if you remember it.
Mm-hmm.
At like my parents' old house. I was so sick and I was on the couch and the guy was like trying to look in the window because those windows are like low.
Uh-huh.
And I like tuck and rolled down like against the wall under. I was like, nobody's here.
You're like, look away! Go away!
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, especially when they were like, oh, really? You don't have anything to spare? I'd have been like, have you... Read the fucking room, dude. You want me to spare money when I can't even spare money for myself. Groceries went up. I would have flipped it.
Well, and like, regardless, like, I don't want to give you money on my porch. Nobody ever says yes to this shit. Like, it's like the one fucking Instagram video I saw, like, with the guy getting, like, in his car, like, pulled up at, like, one of the off-ramps or something, and one of the, like, beggars is like,
oh, yeah.
Spare money, and he's like, and the guy whips out a cardboard sign of his own, and he's like, nah, I'm fucked up too! Because, like, we have, like, in my city, we have organized, panhandlers.
Yeah, we do. I remember. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because, oh my god, because I pull off at the off-ramp every day, and this one guy walked up to my car the other day, and I immediately remembered seeing him across the city, like, the day before. Like, the same guy. But he was cussing out cars when they said no.
No, I literally had them swap out, and they're like, I have nothing. Yeah. They're like, I have nothing, and then they get on their bike and they go to their house.
Yeah, no, I know. They swap shifts, or sometimes they'll get in a car that's parked, like, down the block. Yeah, I know.
Like, that is just their job.
It's a very common thing. They're
It
always
is.
on the highway off ramps, especially like this one in particular in my city. This one specific off ramp. There was
Yeah, I know.
always
I
somebody
know
there.
which one you're talking about.
You do, yeah.
It's one of those things where it bothers me because like knowing that like they just do this, right? And that they don't need it. Because that's the other thing too, is like these people are known in our city. We know as a city that they don't need it. It bothers me because there's actual people who fucking need help, who then get looked at, who then get like, you know, looked at the same way. And it's not fair. It's not fair. Like people need help and you have people like that, like taking away from people who actually need it. It bothers me.
Yeah, in my city, it's a lot of people could use the help and could use the donation, but there's also a lot of people in my city, and it's unfortunate because it's just kind of the way it is. But there's a lot of people in my city that anything you give them is going to drugs.
No, and that's the other thing too. Is that unfortunately like that is a
Like,
reality.
addiction's a hell of a thing. I take nothing away from the fact that addiction is a hell of a fucking thing.
No, like it's hard.
But that's what's happening.
Exactly, and it sucks. Like it. I don't know. It's just, you know, like I think about how that could have been my papa. Like that's a whole other story. But like my papa had a scenario where he was on the streets and would have stayed there had somebody not very generously opened their home to him when he was 17.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends was actually homeless for a while. And, you know, these are good people. They're good people who don't do that stuff, but there's no like way to help them. And it sucks. And it's awful. But then you have people doing this who are like harming those people. And it bothers me. Like some people are just so like the people who are like, I just want money for drugs and I want money even though I don't need it. So I just pedal instead of working or something. Like it's just, because there's people who actually need it. People who actually need it. Like people who lost their house because nobody can afford anything anymore. Like, oh.
Yep.
Can you tell that this is a topic that Kara is very passionate about? Help them, damn it, but not like that. But help them. I wish there was like a program or something. But there really isn't. Not in our place anyways. To like just actively be able to like help them out. Oh god.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, any hoots and hollers. All right, let's get moving with the poor doctor. We went way off, but that's because it's all good.
It happens.
It happens sometimes. Sometimes we just need to talk. Okay, we're sisters before we're streamers. Okay. Nah. I stick my tongue out to you. All right. His eating disease didn't bother you. How exactly did he die? We'll get there.
Idiosyncrasies didn't bother you?
Now, as a doctor of medicine, I am not only accustomed to dealing with the abnormal, but I find that I'm actually drawn to it. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed Bruno's outlandish personality. Although, at the same time, I fear it may have played a role in his demise. You see, he died of a myocardial
we got there.
infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bollet had most certainly become that.
Okay, so remember, we gotta keep being subtle. That seemed to get us the answer. So we have... Did they do an autopsy? Did Dr. Bollet ever say anything to you about only... Let's not go there. Did Dr. Bollet's housekeeper says you just happened to walk in while he was having a heart attack? Is that true? I guess we'll do the autopsy.
Yeah, it's the least suspicious.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bollet?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Convenient. Convenient for the killer.
Isn't it, though?
Dr. Bolet's housekeeper says you just
I
happened
want to tell him
walk
about the
in
crystal
just
skull.
as he was having his heart attack. Is that
No,
true?
I know.
Indeed it is. I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay
Oh,
him a visit.
really?
I walked
That's your
to the
alibi?
door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Well, let's see. Then I knelt down.
Oh,
and
you're
saw
lying.
that he
You're
wasn't
lying.
breathing. So I pulled
Imagine
him away
having
from
to
the
stop and
doorway
think.
so I'd have more room to work on him, and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Okay, so like, this guy was your friend. Like, regardless of whether or not you think you were his best friend, like you think that you were his best friend, but you didn't really see him that way. Fine, whatever. You hung out with the guy. You had to stop to think about how you tried to resuscitate him.
Yep.
Liar.
Imagine that.
Liar. He did it. It's him. Just Bess calls Nancy. It's him. You made me chuck the Ripper.
I did it!
Was he unconscious the whole time? Why would he have a heart attack in the foyer?
I don't know if you know this, Bess, but heart attacks kind of just happen.
I don't think he was like,
They're
yes,
not like,
this is a good
he's
place.
in the foyer. Get him!
He like enters the foyer and he's like, my time has come.
Just goes into the foyer and his fucking blood vessels are like dun 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 dun. Like the fuck.
Let's go with this one then.
Was Dr. Bolet unconscious the whole time?
Yes, he was.
No,
Remember
he
anything
wasn't.
that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes. Yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Why does that matter?
Okay, so like here's my hypothesis. Something was in that letter that made him
Probably.
have a heart attack.
That's entirely possible.
And you knew about it, and that's why you were there. To give yourself an alibi for the murder.
But, did we put heart attack powder?
Did you go to Zeke's and grab the heart attack powder
The
vial?
heart attack powder.
No, but seriously, like, I don't know. Like, if you're saying, why, yes, he was reading a letter, it's quite, like, you could have sent the letter, right? He could have sent the letter, known that it was going to arrive, and then, like, gingerly make his way there so that he was just there. Just so happenstance. And that, like, his alibi could be like, well, I didn't try to kill him because I tried to resuscitate him.
Duh. It's the classic, I couldn't have killed him.
Yeah.
I'm the one who found the body.
I'm the one who found the body. Come on, it
And
cannot
called
be me.
the police.
It
Yeah.
can't be me. And that's why he, like, sent her out of the room, maybe to, like, finish off the job.
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you know what happened to it? Do you remember anything else? Well, he's not going to tell you the truth.
Do you remember anything else?
Believe me, young lady, it's quite miraculous that I've remembered this much. Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an
Iguana.
iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper
Okay.
and stockpiling it in the vent system.
The fuck? You know, common iguana behavior.
Just normal.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Okay. Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Bole's death by, say, hoarding the pills from these missing prescriptions? What?
The fuck?
Okay, I guess we'll go with the Crystal Skull one then.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did.
Oh, really?
In fact, he showed it to me once.
And you killed him.
Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
Because you were going to kill him. Just the whole time. Me sitting here. Just, you know, we're going through. Fia's like, oh, okay, I don't, like, trust you. And just me, yeah, she killed him.
Jumping to conclusions.
Aw, we.
What'd the skull look like?
It was quite beautiful, actually. Life-size, perfect in form and clarity, like a diamond almost. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
Absolutely
This
jack
friend of
fucking
mine,
shit.
who is also a friend of Henry Bolet, you know, Dr. Bolet's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the
Why would you
legendary
ever
crystal
tell him
skulls,
this?
and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
I mean, it's not immortality in the sense that you're immune to murder.
Yeah, well,
Just the ravages of time.
yeah, like, literally, it says that everybody who has a skull was murdered.
Yeah, you're not immune to murder.
Mm-mm. Which, again, so far no one, quote unquote, has known about the skull except for you.
Apparently.
Apparently. He did it. He did it! It was him! I've watched it not be him and me be like, no, it was him!
He might be a red herring. I don't know.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Bolet's death by, say, hoarding the pills?
This is such
from
a
those
random
missing
question.
prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
Like,
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that, I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo.
Hoodoo?
As
Voodoo.
Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
Do you know that song? Is this song? Hoodoo, voodoo? You do voodoo?
oh, from Labyrinth?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, you do what? Remind me of the babe.
And
What?
what? Babe with the power.
The babe with the power. Power of voodoo.
Voodoo.
Voodoo do what? Remind me of the babe. So good.
So good. That's every time they've been saying hoodoo. This whole game, that's all I've been hearing. Remind me of the babe.
Voodoo do what? Remind me of the babe. And just the way he fucking says it. It's like, yeah.
It's so good. Hoodoo, voodoo, you.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. Remind me of the babe. You mean hoodoo really works? You're not serious? Okay.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a
Okay. That's a
person
good point.
believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that. This brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So
I mean,
could
that's a good
Renee have
point.
caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
Listen. You're trying to put suspicion on another suspect. When it's clearly you.
Jesus.
I've solved the case!
I-
It's you! Also, the man in the skull thing was a man. It was a man, not a woman!
You know what? That's really sexist of you.
That is. How dare I? I was gonna say more. I'm just gonna stop while I'm ahead.
Thanks for your time.
Good night.
Yay! That's fun. We talked to Jack the Ripper. Nancy!
Pardon my model shitting itself. I
Hello?
had to go
Hi,
close
Nance.
my door.
Okay,
Okay.
here's what's been happening at mine.
Too loud.
And that's pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
Alright, I know that we're gonna have a lot to talk to you about you, Renee.
Hello again.
Oh, never
I'll
mind.
leave you to your potty.
Apparently, I got nothing to
Very
talk to you about.
well. That was quick.
I'll see you later.
I didn't mean to click
Take
you!
care, hon.
Eh. Maybe we talk to Henry? Where's Iggy?
In the library.
Fuck
I don't
off!
even know. What do we have to do
Yes?
next?
Oh my god.
I'll check back with you later.
Sounds good.
Oh, there's now a puzzle to do with the portraits.
Oh, are you joking? But why didn't it start?
I don't know. Study the portraits. Note that all the portraits carry a unique item, and note the arrangement of the frames is similar to the piece of paper found in Hotchkiss's book. I would never have made such a connection. Using the letters in the paper, arrange the portraits.
Wait,
Top row.
I kind of want to know. Do I have the book? Oh, I don't want. Oh no. That's my assignment. No, put it away. Oh no, this is it. TBFM LHAPU. Okay,
Yep.
so T B. So it's gotta be based on the items. Oh, banana.
Yep. Correct.
Okay, T. Lollipop. The fuck are you holding, dude? Umbrella, axe, toothbrush. So toothbrush.
Yeah.
Toothbrush. Okay, hold on. I totally can do this. I think I can do this. FM. T-O. I clicked out the window.
This is a weird ass connection. Like, I wouldn't have thought of this.
I wouldn't have thought of it either. Okay. TBFM. Fan. Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then how does the bottom go? LHAPU. LHAPU. L H A.
It's a hat that he's holding, by the way.
Oh, there we go. U. Oh, okay. Eye of the Beholder? Can I...
Come on, Summer, give me a break here. You
Oh.
never said anything about that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I mean, what am I, telepathic? No, come on, don't get upset. Look, I'll see what I can do, okay? What do you mean, something else? You gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I meant, I don't have it now, but I will, soon, okay? Bye. Oh, man.
Who's Summer?
You got a gold digger girlfriend?
Oh. Wait, I have a key, don't I? I do. This key?
Locked, naturally.
Oh,
Take a note.
I get it. I get it. It's
Note that
the
note that each line surrounding the spider web has broken lines. Take a note of the number of lines. Go to the garden and look at the drain hole. Click on each line
Yeah.
in order
Yeah.
to show on the clue by the secret passage's door lock.
Okay, so I think I have a pencil. Do I have paper?
Because we have to go out to the garden.
Yeah, I know. I saw it right away. I was like, "Oh, this is the spider web."
I didn't remember. I just have a walkthrough.
I actually remembered. I was really proud of myself. Okay, so we got 1, 2. Where's 3? This is 3. And then 4 is up there, and then that's 5. 6 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 7, and that's 8. Okay, cool. I think I got it. I'm really proud of myself. I solved it all on my own. Are you proud of me, Fia?
Yeah. See, I'm like totally lost.
I just remember like being a spider and there was like a thing here. Yeah. Cause remember I played you Sound of Music.
Oh yeah.
I got the key. We're going into the room. We're going into the room. We've made progress. Henry, who's Summer?
It's his girlfriend.
Your gold digging girlfriend.
Yep.
I was like, please don't make me do it again. Oh wait, I gotta look at it. Key. Boop. Woohoo! Whoa. Skeet! Is it skeet ball?
Kinda. I'm sorry, did you just call it skeet ball?
Yeah, I did.
Ew.
What do you mean, you?
I'm not gonna get into it right now.
Oh. It's probably a word I don't really know other words for.
Skeet is a slang term, and that's all we need for
Oh.
a fetish type. That's all we need to talk about right now.
Oh no, but isn't it called that?
It's ski.
Oh, ski ball.
Yeah.
Oh, I've always called it that since I was a kid.
Oh. Well,
now I know. Oh no, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be awful.
Yeah, the object of the puzzle is to get the balls to all turn pictures into eyes, take a ball and place it.
Oh, I already don't like this, Fia. What is that noise it makes?
I don't know.
Okay, I got it into an eye.
I'm sorry, is that a fucking picture of a chicken?
Yeah, it's a rooster.
The fuck? It's a cock?
It's a cock. Oh, I'm actually pretty proud of myself, but I'm really scared. I'm really scared I'm gonna go too far.
Yeah, I can't say I blame you.
No!
Yeah, the walkthrough is like, yeah, it kind of takes practice. There's also, we've got to check another thing in the room after.
Okay,
And it's basically gonna confirm what we already know, that we have to collect all the fucking eyes.
Oh, yeah.
But like, it is with these games, you have to like...
Yeah, find it first. Ugh. Okay, so that's just gonna keep If I do it a bit more than that. Okay, I got the middle.
So
Oh.
janky.
Oh yeah. No!
Like, this isn't even a puzzle. Take a ball and place it. Click and hold and move the cursor. See the red arrow that shows the trajectory. Using the length and direction of the red arrow, ball can be aimed to the picture you want to change. To get the ball to the very back row, I needed to have the ball bounce off the side several times. Use the steepest angle to do this. To get it to the middle row, use a much shallower angle. And of course, for the first row, just aim it.
Shit. Ooh. Hell yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to bounce for the front row.
Fuck. It's so hard. Shit. Fuck off. I can get the middle just fine. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You got this, Fia.
Yeah! Got it. Alright.
Whew. I did it!
You got it.
Yeah, give me that fucking eye. I don't want to play. I do not want to play that again.
Don't you want to turn them all into chickens and get an Easter egg?
No. Oh.
Yeah, this is...
This must be where I'm supposed to put all the glass eyes I've found.
Oh my god, there's
Let's
that
see how we're
many?
doing.
There's 25!
Oh! Awful.
Isn't that great?
No.
Come on, don't be a baby.
Oh
my god.
Okay. Oh! That's what's back here. Oh, son of a bitch. And I have to go all the way back?
Yeah.
I hate my life. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing,
No
don't give a
breathing.
fuck.
There's a pirate dummy to look at.
Oh, there's definitely an eye in here. Nom 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 nom. Just do it again.
Ew, you know how long that's been there?
You know that there is an eye in here.
There totally is. I don't see it on the thing, but there probably is.
Give me the
Nancy,
eye.
could you shoot with your mouth closed, please?
Mm-mm. Oh my god! She really liked that one.
Yeah.
I wonder if, like, maybe we do have to put something in there. I don't think we have, like, a coin or anything, though. Okay, let's just try one more time. 5 is charm. Okay, we got green again, so we've reached the end, so there must be something we have to do special. Oh, no.
Gumball machine. Press the button and chew a gumball. It doesn't say anything.
That's a piano. That's a piano. C, D, E, C.
Oh, that's yellow spider in the box. Turn the handle of the yellow spider until the spider pops out. Write down the notes it plays whenever the handle is turned.
Okay, C. C. Okay, it says middle, so I'm putting middle C's. Okay, I got it. I wrote it down.
Okay, that's all we can do with that for the time being.
Okay, get back in there.
There's a whole bunch of shit in here.
I figured when I like saw so much in comparison to like what there is downstairs. What am I looking at?
There must be
Nothing.
another way out.
So yeah, whenever you open up something, I'll like look for it in the walkthrough here. We've only got a few more minutes, but might as well just look at a couple things.
Oh yeah, I'm just going. Ooh.
Dental chart. Let's see.
Central
Chart
Institute.
that identifies the baby teeth
Oh,
and adult teeth. Take
this
note
is-
of the location.
This is the fucking. This is the.
Dental books.
Yeah. I hate this. I hate this so much.
I am mildly uncomfortable.
What am I supposed to take note of?
The location of the teeth. You want me to remember where all the teeth go? Quite ambitious of you, game.
Okay. I'll come back to that.
I mean, honestly, the walkthrough might just...
Oh, this is a thing. This is a thing. Hold on.
Hang on, what is that?
On JRNODBS BSDGB. I just know that the big letter, bold letters has got to be something.
Yeah, it just says in 1952, Bruno was invited to join the Jolly Roger crew. It doesn't actually, like, say anything, but obviously that is something.
Mm-hmm.
See a picture of the Jolly Roger crew there wearing skeleton costumes, read inscription on the frame.
Bruno, as usual, a good time was had by all. Your friend and fellow Jolly Roger, Gilbert. Interesting. I thought you said you weren't his friend.
Yeah, that's an eye. Press the lever and immediately try to grab the eye when it goes out of the glass cover. There are only 2 chances to grab the eyeball. Press the button to stop the swing. Take eyeball 7.
Fuck off! It's hard. I was like mass clicking.
Gotcha.
Woohoo! Okay, what else we got? Calendar.
Calendar book. Open the book on the left. See that once a month, a day is marked with a skull and crossbones. The notes have words and locations. May 31st. That's today. Scuttled Bones and Rampart and Humane are all written on the right page.
This has to do with that fucking book. That book that has everybody dead on it.
Yeah.
Shiver Parlor House. Okay, so I'm just writing down the names. Jan 22nd.
Yeah, the only one the walkthrough actually mentions is May. But yeah.
Okay, well, I don't really know. Arg!
Arg!
Chateau. Feb 26th. Okay. There's nothing in March. I'm sorry, what? Descent.
Mannequins. Oh, iridescent.
Oh. Lol.
Lamau. Do
They.
you even read, bro?
April, no. You an English major? Shut up.
I was gonna say that too.
That's today.
May 31st is today! Scuttled Bones. Rampart. Oh, yeah, okay, so that's okay. So that's gonna be Bess. So sorry, Bess. Davy Jones. July 1st. Davy Jones.
Beverly Knoll.
Okay. And more? Oh, fuck off.
Bilge rats.
August 5th. Bilge Rats. No, not all Bilge Rats from Indiana Beach.
Indian Beach.
Yeah.
I
Kraken.
No, for a second, my tired brain read Crack House.
Krakos.
On September 17th, we go to the Crack House.
That's where we're moving our meeting, to the Crack House.
This is not a crack house, this is a crack home.
Yeah. Oh, on Halloween, we're going to Black Spot.
Yeah. Oh, Rampart and Domain again.
Yeah. Avast ye!
Jesus. Avast ye, scallywag. Like, fuck off.
Avast ye!
You scurvy dog.
Whatever, there we go, okay. Alright, we're done with the stupid calendar. Great. What's this? Short stories for tired. Oh, it's by him.
It's dedicated to those who hear the whisper. This book has tons of oh my god. This book has tons of clues. Bitch, it's 9:32. I'm not writing all this shit down.
Oh my god. Okay, we'll come back to this.
You know what? The walkthrough will probably help us. Not that I want to depend on it, but that's a lot of shit to remember for the game that won't save it for you.
Well, it would have had we maybe not to. Whoa!
Not picked up. Oh yeah, I forgot about the pirate mannequin.
No!
This pirate mannequin.
No, we save now. We leave now. I call it quits.
I mean, we can quit for the night.
I don't like it. No.
You know what's fun is, yeah, you gotta interact with it.
No.
It's gonna talk to you.
I don't know. It talks.
Yep. And press the talk button. Hear it repeat that syllable. It has nice blue eyes. I don't like that. Pan right and look close at the pirate dummy. Press the button and then press the talk button on the left side. Hear the dummy repeat that syllable. It has nice blue eyes.
Do, di, ba.
Oh, so we're gonna be needing something.
I don't like it. Yeah, there's really nothing else we can do with it at the moment. We'll be doing stuff with it later.
Well, yeah, because there's gonna be stuff. There's gonna be stuff that like it's clearly like making words that we don't know about.
Yeah, there will be something that we do later.
Oh god. Oh. Okay. I'll come back to that, I guess. All right, we're saving. Creepy pirate man.
Yeah, you got jump scared by the pirate.
I didn't get like I've gotten jump scared. That's not really like jump scared. But
I guess.
I was uncomfortable. I like turned it. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I didn't care for that either.
No, thank you. Just making sure it's still there. Okay, cool. Cool. Anyways, thanks for joining.
She's gonna go have an existential crisis now.
It's like dolls and then creepy pirate man. Like it's a doll. I don't do well with dolls.
Nope.
And you know
We've
one
all
of us
got our own. I don't like them, but I can kind of deal with them. It's the things, like, as we've discussed, for me, it's things that are kind of human, but not really, and parasite. That's where I draw the line.
It's like shit, anything that touches your eye.
Yeah, I don't care for that either, but...
And dolls. I can't. You can give me gore any day. You can give me, like, lots of shit any day, but just... No thank you to dolls. No thank you to dolls. No thank you to doing shit to someone's eye.
Nope. And that's why I have so much trouble with alternate watches, because they're like human but not really.
Yeah, see, they don't bother me. Like, I get jump scared for sure. Like, I can get jump scared by stuff I'm not like necessarily afraid of, but like, there's that. Oh, and creepy girls in white dresses down long hallways singing child rhymes.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me.
No, that's terrifying.
I'm like, that's hokey.
That is a fear of mine from people who'd be like, oh, The Shining. No. That is because I actually only saw The Shining a few years ago for the first time. That was a fear of mine that is thanks to MGM Studios from their Tower of Terror.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had nightmares.
She's just out here not dealing with the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. 1, 2, Freddy's coming.
Oh, shut up! No, stop it! Oh,
Sorry.
The worst is like,
I just watched a bunch of those movies with my boyfriend. They're one of our favorites, so.
So, like, the one that really gets me is, like, well, there's a bunch that are really bad. Like, that one's pretty bad. The 1, 2, buckle your shoe, 3,
Yeah, well-
4. Yeah, it's really bad.
No, I like the fucking Freddy one better.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's still the same beat of the child rhyme, right?
No, it's the same rhyme.
And then there's rain, rain, go away, come again another day.
Was that in a horror movie, or is it? I guess it's just a creepy melody.
It's a creepy melody, and I'm pretty sure that was the one that they used in Tower Terror.
Probably. Honestly.
And I fucking like I can't. There's that one. There's also one that's Canadian. I think the one with the poppies.
What? Oh, Ring Around the Rosie?
Yeah. Oh, that one can be really, really fucking creepy.
Whoa,
Ring
but that
around
one's
the
also,
rosy pocket.
it's also a
full of
reference to the plague.
posies.
So.
I know. It's horrifying. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
Oh, I know.
Like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And it's anything in that voice, really, because you can sing like any song in that voice, and it's creepy.
Well, the thing with the creepy twins in The Shining is at least they don't sing.
I was very happy about that.
Yeah. No, they don't. They kind of just stand there.
I know. I've watched it.
They talk. Yeah, they talk.
Mm-hmm.
But oh god, there was something else I was gonna say, and I forgot what it is. Shit. Nope, I don't remember. It's gone.
It's all good.
It's gone. It's gone out my motherfucking brain. God damn it. Yeah. No, it's not there.
It's okay. But yeah, that's a pretty big horror of mine. Girls in long dresses, in long white dresses.
It's like so strangely specific, and I think that's hilarious.
Yes. It is strangely specific to the girl I saw on Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Yet it is a trope that keeps happening.
It's a favorite. I don't know. It's in every fucking Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I'll tell you that.
It's such a specific thing. It is. I don't understand, and I hate it. And it's always the fucking child rhymes too.
Because it's creepy. Kids be creepy.
I don't like it.
No,
it's absolutely horrific. I can't even like. It is such a specific fear, but every single time I see it, I'm like, and then like, again, I'm kind of okay as long as they don't sing. Those motherfucking kids sing, and I like grab a shotgun.
The fact that you fucking freaked out on me a few minutes ago, you were like, "Stop that!" And I was like, "Oh Jesus, okay."
Yeah, I don't like child rhymes.
No,
because they're always done in those voices, and they're horrific. For no reason. It's nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel.
Who am I to judge?
Again, like you can do so much other shit, and I'm like, yeah, good. Then you just have like rain, rain. I'm like, where? Get the gun. Get the gun. Where?
Where is the creepy kid? I gotta get rid of it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I'm going to jail. Where it at? Down in the bayou?
just down in the bayou with gators? God. Jesus.
I mean, we gotta stop now or we'll never stop.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining. Oh, God. We'll be continuing next week. Friday, 8 p.m. EST. I'm glad that we were actually able to do some puzzles. I'm very proud that we were actually able to do some puzzles without the walkthrough.
Right.
But that teeth one.
That'll be fun.
Fuck that one.
I'm probably going to depend on the walkthrough if I can, because what the fuck, who's going to remember that? Aside from, like, an actual dentist.
I mean, I'm willing to take a picture with my phone and trying to solve it, but I'm not even quite sure like what exactly I'm getting in relation to like the puzzle itself. So
yeah.
But anyways, thanks so much for joining. We'll be continuing again next week, Friday, 8 p.m. EST. And we'll actually be playing more Trails in the Sky part 18 now on Monday at 8 p.m. EST. So yeah, definitely come feel free to join that with us. Hopefully we'll be finishing soon because I have some more games that I'm excited to, not Trails in the Sky, sorry, Nancy Drew. I have some more games I'm excited to share with Fia. I got so many more. I have so much for Fia. And there's a lot of games that I haven't played. Like, I've never played this one. So, I'm excited. Anyways, thanks so much for joining. I'm Kara.
I'm Fia.
And have a nice day. Don't be a creepy kid standing in a hallway wearing a long dress.
I'm gonna have to shoot you.
I will grab my shotgun. I'll meet you down in the bayou. Peace.
Okay.
Have a nice day. With the gators.
See you later.
Bye.